guys, Nick here. You're listening to the official podcast of 4PlayerNetwork.com, a weekly live show about video games. We're proud to say that we've been at this since 2008 and have remained 100% independent since day one, and that means you'll never have to hear a sponsored ad on this show. So if you want to support what we do, all we ask is that you consider making our silly little show part of your weekly rotation. You can tune in when we record these episodes live every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central Time on twitch.tv/4playerpodcast, all spelled out. If that's not your thing, though, you can also subscribe to the show on your preferred podcast service, join our community Discord at discord.gg/4player, or, if you're so inclined, send us a couple bucks a month on Patreon. And that's it for shameless self-promotion. Time to talk about the latest and greatest in the world of video games. Let's get started. All right, hey everybody, welcome to 4Player Podcast. This is episode 857. It is December 4th, 2025. I'm your host, Nick Henderson, joined tonight by Brad Simons.
That's me.
Player of Slay the Spire during the podcast. Crispy is joining us. Hello, Crispy.
Hello.
Not playing Slay the Spire on the podcast.
I'm not playing Slay the Spire.
But he's probably playing something on the podcast. I don't know. I just pulled that out of my ass.
No,
Anyways,
I'm not.
Yet.
I'm
Chris
watching
Davis.
a Wallace and Gromit cartoon, okay? Jesus Christ.
There it is.
Watching a cartoon during a podcast, or watching something during a podcast is crazy.
Like a baby.
I mean, I'm also the kind of person who thinks it's crazy to like watch something while you're playing something.
Well, it depends on what you're
listen to
playing.
something while you're playing.
Yeah,
No.
this is why you don't play Slay the Spire.
To me, that's unhinged behavior, and I would never do it. Chris Davis. Hello, Chris Davis.
Hi, I'm also here. Good evening.
Good evening. Guys, I hope everybody had a lovely Thanksgiving. Did we record a show last week? I don't remember.
No.
We did. No, we didn't.
It was Thanksgiving.
You're right. I couldn't remember if we did one earlier or not. Whatever. It's been 2 weeks. And clearly I've forgotten everything there is to know about podcasting. But here we are. The show must go on. We got video games to talk about tonight. Metroid Prime 4 reviews are in. We'll talk about that, even because I think Brad desperately wants to talk about it, even though he hasn't played it yet.
Not desperately, but we needed a topic.
I suppose that's fairly true. Yeah, what else was... We had a very long trailer talk before we hit record on this, in which we talked a lot about
various games.
Various games. We watched trailers for various games. So just a reminder out there to everybody who's listening at home, if you tune into these recordings live at 8 p.m. on Thursday nights, you can catch us watching and commentating over video game trailers. And it's fun. It's a good time. And you can only get that shit if you tune in live. So keep that in mind. Crispy, you're smiling. You have that. You're laughing
face,
at Wallace and Gromit.
Your words said it's fun. It's a good time. Your face said, I long for the embrace of the ground.
Yeah, maybe that's sometimes. Although tonight I added like 4 games to my wish list on Steam, so that was nice. That's always nice. Although it is December, guys. We are as we do here. I guess we're although I was gonna bring up we're approaching Game of the Year season, right? Because some of us here like to do our top 10s at the end of the year. Chris Davis, it's been like
honestly.
I just
you mean in
like
January/February, right? Is when we do our Game of the Year.
Yeah.
To me, it's
but here's
embarrassing that we.
But here's the thing, Chris Davis. It's been like 2 years or more since you've sent your famous Game of the Year email on October 1st.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I gave up.
We always give you so.
I get tired of the death threats. I get tired of
give you shit.
Yeah.
But when it's not there, it feels like something's wrong.
Because it's way too early. I mean, let's be real. It's. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that we do our shit in January, sometimes February, because like
sometimes March,
any self-respecting industry, like does awards for an entire year in a not like 4/5 of the way through the year that they're currently in. Like it's childish of the video game industry to be doing award
churlish.
shows halfway through November. It's embarrassing. It's like, well, they got to know the best games for Santa's list or something. Like, I don't understand why
Yeah.
we have
I
to
mean,
do this shit so early.
we
Because like
don't.
games that come out like Dispatch got nominated for like one award because like all the nominees had only played like or all the judges had only played like 1 or 2 episodes because the rest of that shit wasn't out. And it would be so now that game is never going to get the credit it deserves at the Keeleys or any of the other like early award shows like the Joystick Awards or whatever. And like that's so sad. Because it's not like they're going to honor it next year. It's like they just completely erase, December and half of November every year. And it's
what do we call what do we call the games that come out that fuzzy December? But like fuzzy December in like on like other programs that like
is
big programs,
shit, right?
but not their fuzzy December just means it gets lost and never it's like throwing it into a black hole.
Poor Indiana Jones, right? Like it got the actor nomination at the Game Awards, but other than that, it got completely snubbed. But I mean, December's a lesser than, lesser
not
than
here,
a month. Apparently,
not on this podcast. God damn it!
Goddamn right. There's that one year where we actually did it early, and it felt bad. I felt terrible doing it that way. It's like I could have played so many 2024 games or
so
if you games.
If you're a listener to 4Player podcasts or new to this community, just know you'll get our fucking Game of the Year shit in February like a normal person.
Or how about early
and
February?
you'll like it.
Like the Oscars.
And you'll we're the Oscars of video game.
Yeah.
It's not just the Oscars. Most award shows don't do this shit until the year's over.
Sure.
It's so stupid.
So, but on that note, 2025 has been pretty insane. And
incredible.
December is the beginning of December, and it is just I am drowning in kind of amazing games to play at the moment. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but like there's just so many good things to like play. Things that just came out recently, things that are still yet to come out or coming out like this week or what have you. I'm like super excited to try. And this making a list this year is going to be hard. But those are the best. Like trying to figure out, what stays, what goes. Man, it's gonna be tough.
Samus is voiced by Blonde Blazer.
That's because that's Laura Bailey, isn't it? Or no?
Laura Bailey is Visigal.
And Visigal's Laura Bailey. Okay, you're right. So yeah, you're.
But Samus also doesn't talk, so it's just the grunts.
Is that true? Is that
crazy? Yeah.
They just got Blonde Blazer in the studio to just grunt a lot.
Well, I mean, she's just a voice actress, but
Aaron Yvette.
Samus is like, I'd want to be Samus even if they weren't.
You do a 30-minute Zoom call, you make $1,000, you're good.
Yeah. Like it probably wasn't even about the money. It was probably just like, fuck yeah, I'm Samus, right?
And then for the rest of your life, like going to places with nerds asking you to make grunting noises.
I'm sure it was somewhat about the money.
Well, yeah.
These are professionals.
Yeah,
for sure.
Right.
Anyways, why don't we open it tonight with Metroid reviews? Since we're talking about Samus, and I can assure you, we will be talking about our actual thoughts, our own personal opinions on the game next week.
The very curse which I prophesied has come to pass.
No one prophesizes this. It was like,
when I picked the game, I said I was cursing it to be either not releasing or not good.
But it's neither. But
the thing is, we went the entire year thinking that Metroid Prime was going to be like, I don't know, it looks like a Metroid Prime game. They're pretty bad at making trailers. And then all of a sudden, like a month before, they're like, surprise, motherfucker, Miles McKenzie. And we're like, what? No. We were just like the Punisher guy gif, right? And then like, so it's not like we knew this was coming. They caught us off guard, and now the reviews are out, and they're not bad, but like
they're not Metroid Prime.
Well, that's the thing, right? There's never been a Metroid Prime release that scored below a 90, and that includes like the trilogy, the remaster. Like Metroid Prime remaster came out last year, and it was a little bit of a remake, right? They redid the art assets, but like they didn't. I mean, like they didn't add any content or anything, right? Like they just sort of modernized the controls and gave it slightly better graphics, but it mostly coasted on art style, anyways, because the art and like the art style for the Prime games is like it's amazing, right? The thing is, like that game scored a 94, which is not at all normal for like a remaster, like not even close. Like like I know the original Metroid Prime scored extremely highly, but you don't see remasters get up into the mid 90s at all. Like also that year, the Oblivion remaster came out, and that was like low 80s. And the original Oblivion is also mid 90s. So it's crazy that like it doesn't happen. And to me, that especially for a remaster where they don't add anything new, to me that's like, this shit is not only does it still hold up, it's a goat. It deserves to be a goat, and it holds up as a goat in 2024. So like to see so many of these reviews, and I don't know if y'all have watched or read reviews for Metroid Prime, surprising amount of reviews are not actually mad about like Miles McKinsey. It's like, oh, it's kind of like just more Metroid Prime. And like sure the bike stuff, like some people really don't like the bike stuff that much. But like to see how like people are just kind of like, I expected something a little more like than a double jump and a charge beam and stuff, but it's like that's fine. But like y'all literally just reviewed like the highest rated remaster of all time or some shit. Like, why are y'all so down on this all of a sudden? Because in the same breath, they're saying like this is the best looking Nintendo game that's ever released, and it runs incredibly smoothly because it's on Switch too. And it runs at 60 up to 120 frames a second, and it's like gorgeous art style and performance and like controls better than the series has ever controlled. And it's like, yeah, but it's like, I don't know, 7.5 because you have to run over crystals on the bike, and I don't know, it's just more Metroid Prime. It's like, I know it's been 18 years since the last game, but you also just reviewed Metroid Prime Remastered, and let me tell you, you can't.
Is it possible that like they're saying that it's because it's just more Metroid Prime, but in their heart of hearts, they're feeling the Miles stuff more?
I'm saying I'm surprised by how many reviews I've seen that have been like either it's not that big of a deal, or like he goes away and just kind of on comms. Like it's not the big complaints. It's really not. It's
Bognoise
like
asks an interesting question.
Stuff.
Yeah. Bognoise says, "What if the remastered game didn't come out? Would this have scored higher?"
No. I don't think it scored lower because of the remaster. I'm saying it's surprising that this scored what it did when like people just played the remaster and said, "Yeah, this deserves a 94." Like it's weird to me. That's why I clocked this one higher, even despite like Miles McKinsey. But like it's like 81 on OpenCritic, which means like there's probably a lot of 7s out there too. Like I'm just like, what do y'all? They made Metroid Prime. They did a little bit of the new stuff, and yeah, that stuff doesn't always land. But like, what's going on here? Maybe
we're gonna have to play it ourselves.
Well, you heard the thing about the bike today, right? How the only way to play music while you're on the bike is to either buy a $30 amiibo and use that, or you have to beat the game to unlock the ability to play music while you're on the bike.
Oh wait, Brad, you mentioned something about the amiibo. Is that what you were alluding
he's
to?
reposting my post, which I reposted. Like there are things tied to amiibos, which sucks, but like I don't know what it is. Like I mean, there's music out in the desert, but it's like not like it's like Breath of the Wild music. It's not like bump like Phendrana drifts, right? Like it's not like holy shit, let's loop this shit for the next hour because this goes so hard. It's not that kind of music. And I guess you can. I don't know what music plays or if you have multiple music options, but like the radio essentially, right? I mean, is that what I'm gathering? Like you can play various music tracks while you're driving around in the desert, but only if you have the amiibo. And it's not even the bike amiibo. Like it's a bike function, or when you're out in the desert, but like it's the Samus amiibo not on the bike, which is a little weird.
That is
apparently if you have the bike amiibo, you can like change the colors of the bike, which is like, who gives a shit? I want the music, dog.
I'm honestly of the mindset that I'm kind of astonished that amiibos are still a thing. But that's another one of those things that I've never personally understood.
I mean, like way less people buy them, which is why they charge so much now. Like the regular amiibos, the non-bike amiibos for these there's two. There's one of Samus, there's one of Silux, but who's gonna buy that one? And there's one of Samus and the bike, right? The regular Samus, $30. Samus and the bike, $40. A $40 amiibo, dude. We're getting up into like
game territory.
Like video game territory, or like, high quality figure from Japan price. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
it's an amiibo. It's stupid.
Yeah, the amiibo's quality was never worth that.
No, but like I will say, as the price has gone up, the quality of the amiibos are like, they definitely are a lot higher than they were back, when the Smash amiibos were a thing. If you haven't bought an amiibo in a while, but it's still too much, too much. The cool thing about amiibos is that you could have like merch for like video game characters, but also like more obscure video game characters, because they had all like the Smash ones for like not without spending a lot of money. That didn't exist for a lot of franchises. One of the reasons I wanted like Andy and like other or some Advance Wars reputation representative in Smash so badly is because Advance Wars merchandise does not exist. It doesn't exist because that game was never really a thing in Japan. So I was like, oh, well, they're going to put him in Smash. It's Smash Ultimate. They're going to put everyone in there, especially a first party series that has had multiple entries over multiple decades. But no, I never got a fucking Advance Wars amiibo. It's a fucking crime.
Burn it all down.
Look, give me 20 more seconds in this rant. Smash Brothers Ultimate was literally the one that had every single thing from every Smash Brothers game, except you know what? Advance Wars was one of those like summon like cameos like in
the spirits.
The spirit? No, not a spirit. Like in the previous Smash Brothers game, like the one on the 3DS, you could like summon other characters to just do like attacks, kind of like a Pokemon item in Smash Brothers. One of them was Advance Wars, and that was like one of the very few that did not make it into Ultimate. Literally the game that had everything. Yeah, it was an assist.
That was a personal attack on you.
I felt like it. It felt like it. I'm still mad.
I couldn't tell. So yeah, I mean, look, Metroid Prime 4 is out. How many of us here are planning on playing that right now? Like
not me,
soon?
Not me. No,
you're not.
No, I'm passing on that one.
Okay, well, sorry.
I'll play it next year.
I stupidly fell for that.
My son's middle name is Ridley, but I'm gonna wait.
Well, okay. I'm really asking the Chris's if either of y'all are planning on playing it soon.
No, I've got other things. He's
got other things to do. I'm gonna play.
Yeah, I like Blade Runner and Alien, but it's about Metroid.
I don't know. Maybe.
Not sounding. Not looking too good.
Y'all are dumb fucking bitches. You know what it is? It's that
what I'm gonna play
they finally like had the balls to score Metroid Prime what they think it's worth, because they're a bunch of fucking posers. They're like, oh, Metroid Prime, I'm just gonna give it an 8. It's no Zelda. And you know what? We're all better. The true fans are better for it. That's fine. Like let's let Metroid be relegated to a B tier Nintendo franchise. Thanks, critics. We're gonna keep enjoying it over here. By the way, I'm playing the person who always complains about no voiceover in Nintendo games. I'm gonna play that shit with voiceover on mute. Samus don't talk anyways, and I don't want to hear any of the other motherfuckers. The problem is the subtitles are baked into her visor, because her visor has all the text, because it's like what Samus is seeing.
You'd rather just be watching.
You still have to read
people like waving their arms at Samus, but
I mean,
no words coming out.
No. It can. When I'm
sounds like a different kind of awful.
When I'm playing the game, I'll turn it off. I guess I'll watch cutscenes, but as soon as I gain control, I'm just going to turn off voiceover.
Sure.
Sounds exhausting. All right,
But you gotta
We'll talk
anticipate
about
the
Metroid Prime.
cutscenes.
It's not like Alan Wake 2 or something. There ain't that many fucking cutscenes.
We'll talk about Metroid Prime 4 next week when some of us have had a chance to actually get our hands on it.
If y'all even play
This
it.
week, though, we got some video games to talk about, and I want to go first. I want to talk about a game that I started this week. I started playing Hell Is Us, and I know, Chris Davis, you talked about this a while back. I guess there was a demo for it. Yeah,
yeah.
We watched. Yeah, did you talk about the demo?
Yeah. In fact, I think that was the conversation that kind of like really turned me onto it and was like, I should kind of keep my eye on this because I really wasn't sure what to make of it. Based on the trailer, it certainly looked like it was Nick coded, just in terms of like its lore and its world and shit. It's like, but I was like, this looks like a sci-fi, like a dark. It looks kind of like a sci-fi Dark Souls ish kind of game from afar. But I don't really think that's a good way to describe it at all because it actually doesn't have a lot in common with Dark Souls at all, in terms of like the loop or whatever, the thing that many people associate with Dark Souls doesn't have any of that. What it does have is like this. It leans really hard into, and Chris Davis mentioned this. It leans really hard into not having a map or markers or basically no hand holding. This game does not hold your hand. It directs you, or you are expected to like pay attention, listen to what people say, read through your notes, and use your compass to kind of figure out where you should be going, where you should be looking to progress the story and progress your character. And it is so goddamn refreshing. There's not a checkpoint to be found in this game. And I fucking love it for it.
So it's the real Metroid game.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it's. I mean, that's not a real descriptor of it, I suppose. But like, it is definitely like the game itself feels like commentary on the state of video games being way too handholdy and being like not putting any faith in the player, and they wanted to go the complete opposite direction with it, and it fucking shows in this game. It's so cool to like listen to dialogue, read notes, and like your character like takes copious amounts of like notes, and it creates this kind of like branching tree in your data pad that like will keep notes on like important characters and parts of the lore. So like as you learn about the world and like the factions within the world and like events, it'll kind of like the tree will kind of grow out, and you'll fill in little details. And then as you learn more, you can kind of like piece things together. It's like, well, this person mentioned this, and because of what I know about the world that you can see over here, maybe I can use these two pieces of information in conjunction to kind of like make a guess that maybe I should go look in this general area for something that might help progress the story or lead to a new weapon, or any number of things, side quests,
you got to
side
really
characters.
read notes though.
I mean, it does involve. I will say this: this is one of those games where like people are very talky, and when you talk to important characters, the left side of the screen will give you dialogue prompts that are directly associated with the main story. So like questions that you have that you want to ask that will kind of like, based on information that you already know, will appear over here. And then on the right side, they just have all these general things like the country is called Hadia, so it has Hadia, it has all the different factions, it has like the monsters, and you can just kind of ask people what they think about all these things, and everybody has those. But as you ask those things, they may drop nuggets of information that like fill in your data pad more, and then unlock additional dialogue options on the left side, or unlock additional dialogue options for other people that you've already talked to or people you haven't found yet. So like you really do have to kind of like, sometimes you'll start talking to someone and be like, well, they have like 2 or 3 dialogue options, but I can also ask them about all these things on the right hand side. And sometimes you just got to commit. You just got to sit there and like go down the list and just hear what they say, because there might be nuggets of important information in there, and that can be a little exhausting. I'm not gonna lie. The voice acting is really good, and it is Adam Jensen from the main character is Adam Jensen,
Really?
which is really distracting.
Man.
He's obviously got a very voice, and it's so hard not to just be like flabbergasted and think of Adam Jensen every time he talks. But hey, uh, it's the world is really cool. It's like really high concept. You don't know anything about this country. You don't even know like the nature of like there's a civil war going on between these two factions in this country. There's some weird shit going on, like in terms of like the way the world works, and there's something special about this country that like makes it difficult to like get in and out of it, and you don't really know what's going on there. So like there's a lot of neat shit happening in this game. But when you layer that on top of like just the trust that it puts in you to kind of like figure all that shit out for yourself, it's so fucking good. I'm loving this game so far. I'm still relatively early, I suppose, and I've just tossed this on the pile of like games that I'm juggling at the moment. But I'm into it. Chris Davis, you gonna play this? You played the demo.
I did. I do want to play it eventually. It's not on the docket for me right now.
Ooh, what is on the docket?
Yeah, what is on your docket?
Any more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2?
I haven't played it since that one session, so I don't know about that.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's a fucking scrub.
We need to have
He hates it. He hates it.
But anyway, before we derail that, can I just say, there's a couple more things I just want to get out about Hell Is Us, because there is also, I haven't said anything about combat, and there is this combat is a major focus of this game, but it's not like Dark Souls. It's not like you go around, you kill everybody, and then if you die, everybody respawns and you have to get your souls back. Like, it doesn't have any of that shit. But like all of your weapons can be upgraded and imbued with they have the limbic system, I think is what they call it in this game, and like that's like the things you can imbue your weapons with are like grief, rage, like all these different emotions, grief, rage, envy. I don't remember what all of them are at this point, but like depending on what you imbue your weapons with. Yeah, but like, well, not deadly sins. It's like maybe somebody in chat can fucking help me. I don't know. But like, depending on which emotion you imbue your weapon with will dictate what kind of special abilities they get and how that progresses as you level up the weapons. Because you don't level up your character, you level up your weapons. Which is pretty cool.
From what I remember, I may have missed it when you were doing that fight there, but doesn't it have that Bloodborne-esque like counterattack to heal kind of thing?
Yes. So like enemies are very aggressive, and as you lose, your stamina maxes out to whatever it stays in line with your health. So as your health goes down, your max stamina goes down. But as you attack and you do damage, you'll start to glow. And if you tap the right shoulder button when the glow, like the peak glowiness happens, you'll like get a percentage of the damage you just did back. So you can actually, if you get good at it, and you remember to kind of keep on top of the pulse, whatever you want to call it, ability while you're attacking, you can like refill your health without ever having to use health items. And that shit's trickier than it sounds, because it's not like attack, back up, and then tap it. It's like it's happening as you're swinging the fucking sword. So like you have to like swing it and then tap it and then keep attacking without breaking your combo.
It's Bloodborne, yeah.
It's pretty intense. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it a lot. And the nature of like the world is set up, and like all the areas you go to are like kind of big open sprawling areas, but they're interconnected, and you get this APC that will take you in between the zones. So like you'll learn stuff in one zone that'll like be related to something like a character that's in another zone. So then you have to kind of make a mental note, be like, okay, next time I go back to this area, I have to go talk to that person because now I have this and this, or I know this extra piece of information. So like you're constantly kind of just having to make mental notes and look through your data pad to see how the information tree is being fleshed out, and that's how you figure the shit out. That's how you figure the world out. And like it's so goddamn refreshing. I love it. I solved a puzzle last night with absolutely no like hint thing, where it's like, oh, you look like you need a hint, or like no hand holding whatsoever. It was just like, look at your environment, read some shit, look at these pictures, and just kind of like work your brain until
But like
it
to be
snaps
clear
into
here,
place.
you can't play this game without reading copious amounts of notes, right? Like it just won't.
From what I remember of that demo,
that would be difficult.
Yeah,
that would be
you
difficult.
need to read.
I mean, like the answers to what you should be doing are usually rooted in mostly talking to characters, but there are notes. But like all of those things serve fleshing out your data pad. Your data pad, like your little fucking tablet that has all this information stored. So it'll like the more people you talk to, the more it'll be like there's this character you met, and at first it might only have like 1 or 2 lines, but if you talk to other people in the world, and they say things about that character, it'll start to flesh out the information about that character. So you can like if you feel lost, it's just about like looking through your notes and being like, there's something in here is the key to where I need to go or what I need to do. And I know that might drive you crazy, Brad. It may not be your thing. I don't know. I could be wrong. But like, it is just the antithesis of like so many, the way so many games are built these days that it's just, I don't know.
Well,
It's
at
so
least
fucking
of this
refreshing.
genre, right? I mean,
Yeah, sure. I mean,
like
there are other games
I'm
that
about
don't
to
hold
try
your
a
hand as
seance
well.
of Blake Manor. I'm sure I really need to pay attention on that one.
Yeah. But it is definitely kind of a rarity in this genre. And the lore is really cool too. Like just the like trying to like seeing what's going on in this world and like getting to know like the different people and the different factions and why they're warring is just like
I had no
intense.
idea what was going on in the world from that demo, but I was enjoying exploring it.
It's pretty cool. It is kind of Nick coded and maybe Chris Davis coded. But yeah, I recommend it. It's fun. It's this feels like a special game. I'm glad I found time for it because it seems pretty unique. Anyways, let's talk about how Chris Davis hates Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yeah.
What?
Get him,
Dude, he
Get
hates
him!
it. He hates it.
He hates the best game of the year. Get him.
No,
I'm just kidding. We don't have to talk
He
about it
hates
if you don't want to, Chris.
a top 3 game of the year.
It's
a good year, but
its initial hours. I've only played 2 hours, so I can't make an informed decision about it.
You are not even.
Someone fact check that. Check a Steam clock.
Check it. Go ahead.
The game isn't even like officially like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like you could spend 2 hours in like
I know
like a linear
what did you do in
story
that?
sequence in that game.
I got to the point where it rolled credits and Henry's friend left like a jackass, and I was finally free to go exploring the world.
That's
this is
after
where
they
we had the
dumped the poop on him?
conversation where he thinks Hans is a bad character, and I'm like,
that's crazy.
And I'm
I
like,
mean,
you know,
he
only wants BioWare characters.
Hans Capon.
But like, do you think he's like a bad character or like a bad person?
Because those are two different things.
No. He asked, does Hans get better? Like he wants it to be a fucking BioWare character or something.
I figured like an 80-hour RPG, I would hope that one of the primary characters of the game eventually figures out not to be an asshole.
Okay, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that because he certainly is.
So you're talking about like, does he arc? Does he have an arc?
Does he arc? He has a personality. He has a personality that does not change because that's his personality. But he certainly arcs.
Okay. All right.
For sure.
Are you asking me, will you want to like fuck him or something? Like, which you can, but I'm saying like, but if I don't even want to, because he talks down to the pores. But like, I mean, what's interesting about this game? Well, there's so many things interesting about it. But like, are you saying you don't want people like that associated with you in a world like this? I mean, like this game there's no dragons in this game. It's like historical. I mean, it's trying to be like about like the world at the time.
Yeah, 14th century Bohemia. I know. Okay.
So like, you know, he's of noble birth. I mean,
yes.
I'm saying like I get it. I don't think like I boo hiss like August in Final Fantasy Tactics, but like he's certainly more charming than August, and like, you know, it's super important to have characters like this on like
I'm sure
better. I guess I just didn't know how to take a better character means like he's poorly written or like
he's
not
definitely
interesting
not poorly
enough
written.
or like like
I would argue there's not really a poorly written character in the game. Like
like the writing in this game I think is actually incredible,
astounding.
Okay,
so,
all right,
like,
just
okay.
I mean,
you're allowed to not like
to
the
be
game.
fair, to be fair, Hans grows on you in the way that like maybe someone like that would in real life.
I'm trying to think of a character like in a movie that maybe you could like draw
by
comparison
proximity and like, oh, I mean, yeah, he's a fucking asshole, but like he really does like care about me and stuff.
Yeah,
which is
I feel that. I get that.
But I mean, better character just sent me, okay? Because like you just mean like I don't want to like hang out with the dude right now.
Yeah, he is being a dick for a lot of that 2 hours.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
In universe, you want him to be a better person, not like as a video game character that's written for this.
Somebody
game.
in chat, tell me a well-known movie character that would be a decent comparison to Hans Capon. Like that. There's got to be one.
What,
Jamie
like someone who
Jamie
sucks?
Lannister?
Jamie Lannister.
Yeah.
Jamie
Not-
Lannister.
well,
Sucks,
yeah, I
and then
mean-
you learn to empathize and like him.
He fucked his sister and did a lot of terrible things. Maybe somebody else. Dutch.
Dude,
But I mean,
okay,
but like,
okay, Brad.
but like
or,
you made it sound
Nick.
like, oh,
now I
boo,
know
Cersei Lannister is not a good character.
No,
Like-
you're out of your fucking mind, Nick. Because
Wait, what did I say?
You're like, oh, Jamie Lannister. Yeah, I don't know. He's kind of whatever, dude.
No. That's not what I meant to. That's not what I meant to.
Book Jamie. Absolutely.
He's still working his way through that book.
I'm on
Fuck
book
you,
5.
Nick. Fuck
I'm on
you.
book 5.
Oh,
I'm on book 5. God damn it.
whoa, George R. R. Martin wrote
so
5
I
books?
guess
That's
your
impressive.
heart is made of stone.
No, that's not what
Oh, he's on Dance with Dragons. No, wait.
I'm just saying I didn't see a lot of similarities between Jamie Lannister and Hans Capon. That's all I'm saying.
Well, are we talking
No.
about superficial similarities, or are we talking?
No, I'm talking
the same
about like
kind of,
character.
like the same
points
sort of. No. I mean, like, but the same kind of like. I'm not talking about like a similar personality. I'm talking about a similar journey.
See, that's what I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to figure out like a character whose personality is comparable that you eventually grow to like, despite
like a
his
despicable
personality being
person that you're charmed by, maybe. Which I
Yeah.
don't think Hans is very charming, but like I'm saying, like why a character like Henry might grow to like Hans just by being around him enough, and like he's a real.
The moral of the story.
But
the moral of the
I
story is
can't
I hope-
imagine that any noble person in this world be any fucking more of a decent person than Hans. He's like they're all terrible people. like there's no
they're products.
good,
They're product of a terrible world.
Even Henry?
Yeah. Henry's not
I
a
mean,
noble.
He's not.
Yeah, Henry
but he
is
also,
the poor.
Yeah.
He also in his own way maintains the status quo of that world. Like,
Yeah.
Just know.
it is
I hope
historical.
you have to take a more anthropological.
If you go into
view.
Sigismund's camp and kill everyone, you get a game over saying, "Bro, this isn't what happened in history. Try again." Like the game ends. You get a game over. It's trying to be realistic.
The moral of the story, Chris Davis, is maybe play a little bit more before you decide one way or the other. Because
Okay.
Past
I mean,
the Spurs.
you're not. It's not that you're not allowed to dislike it.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
just
don't
giving
think
a
you've
little
played
bit like
enough-
I wish this guy was a more like a Velgard character, which like
that's not gonna
it's-
happen.
it's rude, but like, and I like Velgard, but
Velgard isn't
like,
but like Dragon Age isn't even like a real totalitarian like feudalist society. It's like a sci-fi hodgepodge of shit just with a fantasy coat of paint.
Zero Sky says this is Chris's Nick's Baldur's Gate 3.
no,
That's not fair. That is not fair
But
because
speaking
I
of Baldur's
played.
Gate 3,
I love Baldur's Gate 3, and I did play 60 hours of Baldur's Gate 3, and I have still not uninstalled it because I have every intention of playing it again someday. This is not the same.
I mean,
this is not the same.
I've got other bad opinions about this game if you want to hear them, or do you just want to talk about Hans?
Please.
I want to hear them.
Okay.
Like your opinions are bad, or there are things about the game you think are bad?
Both.
Bad opinions.
It's probably a little bit of both because I've only played 2 hours. So
I know Brad was saying something like, "Oh no,
why did you let him do this?"
Yeah,
no, I want to hear.
Okay, so I have a problem with grasping the story because it feels so coded to only players who played the first game. Like
I never touched the first game.
Yeah,
never touched it.
I feel so fucking lost. What is this about a sword? What is this about a bearded guy with a horse?
Keep playing.
All you need to know is that the sword is important to him because his father his father was a blacksmith.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, something about the guy stole his sword and killed his father or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's literally all you really need to understand. Yeah. You don't even need to have experienced it. You just need to understand.
He talks about it. There's flashbacks. It comes back. The story of the first game finds its way into the second game. Don't worry about that. The only time I was like, yo, what is going on here? And I actually like watched some stuff from Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 is when all of a sudden I'm playing as a different character and I'm like, I feel like I should know who this guy is.
Yeah.
For like the way the game is like, like the perspective shift right now. Like this guy
would have landed better.
And when I watched especially like a key quest line from the first game, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. But that's the only time I felt like really.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is that a spoiler?
A certain like priest that you get like drunk with in the.
You play as that guy?
Okay, it's just a brief moment. I'm not gonna explain the context. I'm not gonna explain the context. But like, watching
spoiler alert
from that first game. So like, I knew about the first game a little bit, but like watching like that quest line. And then going back to play KDC 2, of which I've played, for 80 hours at this point. Like I'm saying, like this game has like almost like Red Dead 1 to like Red Dead 2, which are both like great games, but like there's like some maturity has certainly happened in like the writing and the characterizations and stuff, like from the first game to the second game. And I didn't know that because I had never seen really much of the first game, but like it's definitely. They are certainly getting better at what they're doing in a more like interesting and mature way. So like I now understand, like it's not just like a Dragon's Dogma situation where like the reason that Dragon's Dogma 2 scored so much higher than the first one is because that first one was way underscored. But like Dragon's Dogma 2 is also just another Dragon's Dogma game. I think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 scored so much higher because it is a better game in a lot of key ways, just from what I can tell by watching the first one. But I will say, it is super cool that you have to like learn to read in the first game because you can't read.
Okay. It's such a pain in the ass. Oh my god.
Keep going, Chris Davis. What else you got?
Also, it's the funniest game of the year. You have to keep playing.
It is.
All right. I hate alchemy. I don't want to ever do alchemy ever again. I don't. That was. So annoying.
So don't.
I could see why that would be a point of friction. I actually ended up loving alchemy, but like I can definitely understand someone who did not. It is
just like having to like work with that economy because look, I just rob stores now, like
I never robbed
so like anybody. I don't ever have to worry about money because I will just take an entire shop's inventory out from under their nose, so I don't have to like make potions and sell them anymore. But like it is super cool that like if you wanted to play the game like honorably and not just rob an entire city, you do have to do things like sell potions and shit. Or
I tried pickpocketing someone once, and I ended up setting off an entire village against me, and they had to like rain down hell on me, and I died. Yeah. So like I never pickpocketed anybody after that.
Oh, that's the crazy.
And which is funny because it's like Brad and I have both played a lot of this game, and we've both played it very differently. And that
started feeling bad. Like Like only some shopkeepers I should rob because I am stealing everything. Like everything that they sell, like in the city in Gutenberg, like a fucking armor
It's
or
gone.
whatever, I'll just take the entire inventory. And I'm like, hopefully some of that armor respawns because I'm feeling bad. And then I
Brad's a
walk
bad person.
out of the city, slow as hell, because you can't fast travel. But like, I just got to get this. I got to get out of here. But you know what? It levels up your strength super fast if you walk around over encumbered.
See, that's the shit. That's the cool shit. It levels
No,
like the way you play the game dictates how you grow as a character. I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, which is very Elder Scrolls, but like the Simi stuff is like even better than Elder Scrolls in some ways. So like if you're like loitering in a shop or whatever, and then all of a sudden like their shit gets robbed, like or like they realize like, oh, where's my shit, dude? Like you don't have to be anywhere near that town, but they'll remember like, oh, it's that one motherfucker who was in here like 2 days ago. I know it was him. And then all of a sudden you go back to town and then you're like a wanted man. You're like, what the shit, dude? I wasn't even around. I was long gone. But just because they saw your face around the time when they noticed their shit went missing, they
Chris
just
Davis
pin
doesn't
that
have to
shit
worry
on
about
you.
this though because he's an honorable person, right, Chris Davis?
I don't steal. If he's a good guy, I don't steal.
There's no good guys in this world, man. They all.
If Henry
suck.
is a good guy, I do not steal.
Oh, Henry's the goat.
Okay, the goat don't steal.
Yeah.
I guess the two other things that annoy me are I don't like how it educates the player with the tutorials. I don't like how they're putting the information on the wrong side of the screen while I'm trying to look at other sides. It just doesn't work for me how they educate you about things. And the other thing is
I can comment on. I don't remember.
Yeah, and the other thing is that I just don't like the combat. I don't like the combat system.
Oh, dude, the combat, it took me like 10 hours to get comfortable with the combat. But once I was good at it, it's the best combat of the fucking year.
But like you are supposed to feel like
skill.
You're supposed to like you have nothing at the beginning of that game. So like if you're getting owned in combat, it's because you're supposed to be getting owned. You will get better. You will get better armor. You'll get better at fighting. You'll learn sword techniques, and all of a sudden you'll be like,
dude, by the end of that
it'll
game,
feel so good.
Literally running into battles, just fucking cutting dudes down left and right.
Yeah.
But like the first 10 to 15 hours of the game, it was like, how do I pick up a sword? Like the trajectory on the combat is it's so intense, but it's very intentional.
Yeah.
That way.
Also, you kind of have to at least get like Master Strike for it to really like.
The Master Strike is a game changer.
It's such a core part of like, it's like the charge shot in Metroid. It's like
that's the thing that allows you to like parry and like get cheap shots in on people if you time your parry.
Like your position of how you're holding your weapon and stuff means so much more after a Master Strike. But
anyways, this did not need to turn into the let's lecture Chris Davis about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2,
but
even though that's what it is. But like, I hope you try it.
It's our fault. We keep letting him talk about games that he's only played like 2 hours of.
Well, he wasn't going to talk about it. I just forced him to.
You did.
I will say.
You did this, Nick.
Chris Davis, I truly believe, especially because I know you like a laugh, if you keep playing this game and finish this game, it'll absolutely be one of your favorite games of the year.
Okay,
absolutely.
There is because
but you got to keep at it and know that like the friction is the point. Like they want you to struggle at first, and you will, but like stick with it. Maybe watch a things I wish I knew. Sometimes
the comedy and the drama are both like fucking on point.
Yeah,
like
but some of the characters you meet just like exploring that world are
so fucking good,
amazing.
Okay, I am a drama hoe, and but this game won me over like on both fronts. Like the story, like the dramatic tension in the story, like conflict is so fucking good, but like the comedy, the dialogue, the laughs that they managed to like sprinkle throughout is so good.
Dude,
it's so good.
Okay.
I leveled up my scholarship so high that I'm like one of those like fucking sovereign citizens when I get stopped by a guard in like the city.
Like, I know my rights.
I can talk my way out of any situation, dude. It is.
I don't even need a sword.
A sovereign citizen. They talk themselves into higher prison sentences.
That's true. That's true. And sometimes it goes badly for me, but I'm always bringing up like the legal loopholes when I get pulled over.
All right. So because we just tortured Chris Davis a little bit, I'm gonna let you talk about your game next, Chris.
Okay. All righty.
What does he have?
Oh, look, his face all lit up, like he's
what is
so
he playing?
excited. He's
Twinkle in his eye.
he's playing Sektori.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
This doesn't even seem like a Chris Davis game, but I guess I didn't know how much he liked Geometry Wars. But like, there's it's not like this dude was popping off a Rezo gun or anything, or
I never played Rezo gun.
Nex Machina. He wasn't like, oh, Nex Machina is the shit. Like people who like this kind of game play a lot of these kinds of games, so it's funny that.
But sometimes you just need one every once in a while.
Yeah.
Will you be 2 decades later? Sure.
Yeah. I mean, just hearing the word Geometry Wars makes me like just sets off a little bit of like I feel a little tingly. You know what I mean?
It is, and
in Nether Realms.
It's so fucking good. Yeah. This
is this the same studio or something?
Oh no, this is a little indie studio. I don't even know who made this. Although he did like a tweet I made about it. All I said was
the
Sektori.
Dude is like a former Housemarque developer.
Okay, that's cool. That's nice to know.
And that does make sense. That does make sense looking at this game.
This game is really fucking good. It is a Geometry Wars like in all the best ways. In fact, it's really kind of modeled after Geometry Wars 2, how it opened up and they had all these sorts of different modes and ways to play. So like everything that was in that is in here. Like you remember the pacifist gate-based mode in that? Yes, that's it. Yes. That is 100% in here.
Okay. So like actually like Geometry Wars, because I was about to crash out a little bit. Like you mean Robotron or something? Or like there's actual Geometry Wars stuff in here?
Like, yes. The actual Geometry Wars stuff in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna be honest, it's been so long, I don't remember a lot of the nuance of Geometry Wars other than it was fun.
Yeah, no, and sure. Are there like little enemy fuckers that are like swirling away from you when other dudes are like aggressively pursuing you and you're like
Yeah. There's a lot of that.
Important part of Geometry Wars.
So the two things that make this stand out first is that there is a upgrade system where you kill a bunch of enemies and you pick up the little droplet triangles that they drop after a while. Pick up enough, a token spawns on the map, and you collect enough of those, and you can select what kind of upgrade you want. Whether you want your...
Are you picking one between 3?
Wait, what?
What?
Like, are your upgrades, like, you're picking one of 3 options?
No, there's 6 options. Okay. 5 upgrades and 1 just give you better score. Yeah, it's in the upper left-hand corner. You keep collecting those things until you want to activate them, and you just press a button, and boom, you get that upgrade. The other thing is that it's got a card system, a deck system, in which you collect and activate sets of cards that you pick out of 3. You're picking one of 3, and you can build up a selection of decks that you basically play as you need to. It discards things too, so you will eventually get to the point, unless you have like rare cards which can put things back in the deck. You'll max out on power if you don't have the right kind of combination of decks. It's cool. The music is really stinking good. It is very bass heavy, and it really kind of, I don't know, man. It's fucking Geometry Wars, and it's really fucking good.
Why is the map constantly changing shape?
So this is the main mode. This is the quote unquote campaign mode. It is a very light roguelite, and you only have 3 lives unless you buy more lives, and you try to survive as long as you can until you get to the end of World 5. You beat World 5, you beat the run. I started playing this Tuesday night. And I've put 7.5 hours into it. I have gotten to World 5 once across probably 50-60 runs. And I know I'm garbage at this shit, I never was good at Geometry Wars. But I'm
those
having a really
numbers.
fucking good time while I do it.
Do you think the roguelike elements are making it addictive? Because that is like the deal with roguelikes, right?
I mean,
the only talk about in a second.
The only real roguelite element to it is like your ship customization, like, and it's not even like a ship. It's like you change shapes. The only thing that's like pertinent to gameplay as far as like upgrades is there's 3 different models of fighters that you use that have different abilities, and once you've unlocked all 3, you're just doing nothing but cosmetic upgrades.
No,
unless there's more that I have
like mid run, like the ability to like choose between different like randomly generated upgrades every so often, meaning your runs can be very different. One run can be very different from the last.
Every run is very different.
But is that part of what makes you want to like really jump into a new run when you die? I mean,
100%. Because also it is very roguelite in the way that like every time you play, it's a different set of maps. It's a different progression of the maps. It's different enemy spawn patterns. I have not had a single run that has been anywhere close to the same as one another.
You don't play many roguelikes, do you?
I mean, that's fair. Yeah. The
man hasn't played Hades.
No,
that's true.
Just Hades. I mean, just like the entire genre of.
No, I mean,
I'm just curious.
I played like Rogue Legacy 1 and 2.
How much? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to figure out how much of the appeal is like the roguelike elements, like which are typically very addictive and stuff. Because that is a lot of time to play a game, or is it just like you trying to improve your score and stuff, or is it just? We're about to talk about another extremely addictive game in a second, so I'm just. But like I'm kind of disgusted by the fact that you have to aim your shots. They don't do the aiming for you. I mean, it's like an old person game. Use your hands.
I mean, not everything can be Vampire Survivors, man.
I mean, it can. We've learned in the past couple of years.
Well, they try. The other,
do you trigger the map changing shape, or does that?
That just happens. Right? That just happens.
I played a little bit of this, but I was so bad at it. Like I couldn't get a feel for the dash. Like you have to charge it up, and it has
the
a
strike.
Cooldown. I'm like, what is this? Just feels wrong. But I imagine you've got to get used to it.
Yeah, you really do. The strike ability that you're talking about, like you can get that upgraded too, and the problem I have with the strike is that it's based entirely on the direction you're aiming, not necessarily where you're moving. So if I'm trying to dodge a bunch of stuff, and if I'm not actually consciously thinking about it, I can easily dash into like enemy fire and just get blown up. I like the Mirage mode here that happens when you collect all the letters, and it just goes into full rainbow mode. And it is
rainbow mode gonna give me a seizure.
It 100% will. But the problem I have with
embrace the seizure, dude. I wanna play this in VR.
Oh man, like, you will have a fucking seizure.
Can you play it in VR or is
no, you can, no. But I mean, like this is the kind of game that like really kicks ass in VR.
Yeah,
like stuff that's this crazy looking, like playing Polybius or whatever.
Yeah. The only problem I really have with the rainbow mode and when it goes apeshit like that is that when the levels transition, it'll mark out geometry that's like flashing red, and that's going to go away and disappear. And if you're left in that, you instantly die and lose the entire run. So you don't respawn. Yeah.
How long are the runs?
Even if you haven't died, like you said, you get 3 lives, right? But like
I kind of have a thing about
bypasses
roguelikes where you can die so quickly, but then they go on too long.
Well, I mean, the furthest I've gotten is like
it's a feel bad mechanic.
The furthest I've gotten is on to World 5, which is the last world, and that was a 42-minute run.
Wow, that is long.
That is long, but I mean, just the way the music goes and the way the action plays out, you instantly want to start again. It is very, very.
It is a vibe. It is a vibe. I am watching this footage right now, and it is making me anxious.
and it looks. Oh yeah, no. This is one of the. This boss can be a pain in the ass, and every boss has like different generation versions of it. based on what world you're on. So this is like the world 2 version of this boss. There's also that snake one I fought earlier. There is one I absolutely hate because I somehow always get it in world 3 or 4. And it's like fractals that are constantly spinning around. And when you get to the third phase of that fight, it is almost impossible to shoot the weak points. It is a true fucking bullet hell when you fight those things. It's really fucking good. And the thing is, y'all aren't hearing the music. The music is fucking great.
I mean, music in games like this is key. If you make bad music in a game like this, it can almost ruin it.
Isn't music in every game good these days? Although I will say, the in-world music in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is like, when the fuck was Mozart a thing? Because holy shit, they need Mozart so bad.
That was the 19th century.
It was like
it's 19th century. No, I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. Like, music was bad back then. If that's the kind of music they were playing, holy shit.
They had
like in that part of the world,
not much else.
It's like, I do not want to listen to these motherfuckers play anything at this banquet. It's so bad.
But, well,
yeah, it was
the diegetic stuff.
Yeah, but
cool.
You want really good music?
Sektori
This one
cool.
It is so fucking good. You absolutely, all of you should play this. This is a lot of fun.
Is it in our Steam family library?
Indeed, it is.
Hell yes.
It's so weird though. You seem like so passionate about your love of Geometry Wars, but like there's an entire like respected developer that's been making games like this for so long.
Yeah.
And you just have not played any of them? I mean, you didn't play Returnal.
If you're talking about
like they even broke
no.
the big. Okay.
Yeah.
Returnal.
You probably all the way back to like Super Stardust HD. You probably would have liked all that shit.
I played Super Stardust HD. I did that.
Oh, okay.
I got
you bitch.
That is a Geometry Wars contemporary, I suppose, right?
I mean, but there's also like, it's not necessarily the genre I like, it's Geometry Wars that I like. Like, I have played all of them, including Geometry Wars 3, which was on my Game of the Year that year.
What?
Yeah,
the
it was on my
mobile
list.
version?
No, like the actual full-on Geometry Wars 3 Dimensions.
What platform was that even on? Was that like on
It was on everything.
Wii or something? Oh. Wasn't there one they just released on the Wii? Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know.
It was it was like the relaunch of the Atari brand. It was like one of the first games Atari came back with in like 2016, 2017. It was really good.
He's thinking
That's
of
right.
Shattered Dimensions. What is it fucking called? Galaxies. Geometry Wars Galaxies. Which one was that one? Was that a
that was the
spin-off,
DS
was that
one?
Too? No. The one on the Wii that he's talking about, I think, is Galaxies.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Whatever.
But you should play Returnal. Not that that's like.
Did they? Sorrows.
Did they release like a PS5 patch for that?
Huh? Yeah, actually, I think they did.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I think it's only a PS5 game, but I'm pretty sure.
But the spiritual successor is coming out next month, or
okay.
next month, next year.
Sorry.
Returnal, my game of the year that year, I think 2019.
Returnal just got added to our Steam library.
That was your game of the year?
What? That was my game of the year that year.
Geometry Wars 3 Dimensions.
Yeah, it was really good.
What's 2 called?
Was Geometry Wars 2 was... I think it was just called Geometry Wars Retro Evolve 2.
No.
That checks out.
There's another one. There's like a spin-off or something.
Well, while you think of that, let's shift gears. Because we are... this is looking like it's going to be a one-segment show. So, let's talk about the other addictive game that's very...
Dude.
Megabonk.
Megabonk. Roll that beautiful footage.
Is it,
what is this Roblox shit?
No, it's not. Like remember the conversation we had about how you're like where I tried to pitch y'all on the idea that Vampire Survivors was nice to look at or whatever.
Yeah.
And y'all were like,
I remember how wrong you were.
You're stupid. No, like I think you eventually conceded. I mean, at least the people who've played the game. Well, because you hadn't played it yet, but then you played and you're like, okay, I pick up what you're putting down. Like this. Look, that's not even. look, this is 3D Vampire Survivors with like, some cool like physics and stuff.
With verticality.
Verticality, at least on this map, it's
Yeah.
it's pretty wild, honestly, because it is just Vampire Survivors in 3D. But like the part where it's 3D is like kind of what makes it cool, especially because there are characters that like. So like yeah, it's 3D Vampire Survivors with verticality, but it's like a lot of ramps and stuff, and it's the kind of thing where you can like slide, hit a button to like crouch slide down a ramp, and you pick up so much speed doing that. And like one of the stats you can like randomly level up in your pick 3 or whatever are like jumps. You can increase the amount of jumps you can do. So when you're like, you have like 3 midair jumps and you've picked up a ton of speed and you're going across the entire map and like one jump because you're desperately trying to get to the boss before the timer runs down, like it's a cool thing that like you don't get that sort of feeling from Vampire Survivors.
It's kind of cool too later in the game when you can just like fucking leap over whole like hordes of enemies to like avoid fighting them. Like it's fucking sick.
Especially
who's your favorite character right now?
So it's complicated because like I really love like there's this dude who has a skateboard and then there's like another guy that has a hoverboard. They're
That
like
guy,
very
the hoverboard guy is my favorite.
So
like Johnny Zoom or something.
I love the characters that can go fast because I can get to the power-ups and stuff that I want quickly, but like it feels bad because they can die very quickly. And I kind of like a beefier dude, or at least taking beefier like upgrades so I can last a little bit longer. The character I find
he can like climb
dude,
walls.
the ape is he can climb walls and his jump is like really far. So when you get like multiple jumps with him and start building up speed, he can like jump across an entire map. It feels really cool. But I found myself playing Fox a lot just because the way his luck scales means you get like way more interesting like upgrades and stuff. Like every time you like open up a chest or go to like a shop or whatever, he's just getting like all yellows and shit. And I'm like, dude, it can really change your run. But
dude.
What I like about this game is that like it stays hard. Like I've played this game for like at least 30 hours. I've been playing a lot of Megabonk. It's very addictive, as these games are. But like Vampire Survivors, I feel like by the time you play like Vampire Survivors by 30 hours, like the game becomes like a different sort of thing. You no longer like struggle playing the game anymore. It's all about like the meta and maybe doing like some of the secret shit in the game, right? This game is still, even after so much time, like it is very easy to die. Like it is remarkably still a very skill-based game for me. And like in Vampire Survivors, it's not hard to get to the point where you don't have to move anymore. Like this game, you always need to be on the move. Unless you're like really breaking the game, like doing like crazy meta builds, like it stays like a very twitchy active game, and it's fun. It's really
That is
fun.
like the main because I was playing this and then I played a little bit of Vampire Survivor just to try out the Castlevania one to see what it's like. And when I went back to Vampire Survivor, that was my main impression too. Is like Vampire Survivor is designed to get to the point where you're still. This game is designed to get to the point where you're just like the Flash, like zooming around the stage, like jumping over shit and like flying basically. So it's interesting that they went the opposite direction. And how much fun that actually is.
It's really good.
Are there more than like the fucking 2 maps though? Like
I think, or maybe right now there's only 2 maps in the game. At least that's only I've encountered. But like by the time you're doing the tier 3 runs, like it gets really hard. You kind of have to have a plan if you're gonna succeed. Like actually get through all 3 maps and like beat the final boss, which I still have not done because I've spent so much time like just trying new things and trying new characters and getting the unlocks and not actually like dedicating to like a build that I know is going to be successful. Although one thing I like about Vampire Survivors that is not present in this game is that like Vampire Survivors, there's a lot of like weapons and there's a lot of like tomes that will like buff your stats, like passives, right? Just like Vampire Survivors. Except in Vampire Survivors, there are evolutions, right? Where you combine like like if you have like the right tome and the right attack item, it'll evolve into something cool and more powerful, which leads you to take passive tomes that aren't like necessarily immediately like useful to you. Like for example, if you're playing Vampire Survivors, like even Chris Davis, you played all of Vampire Survivors. Like if you're trying to get like the Santa water, right? Like you have to take the attract like tome or passive or whatever. That is not like, that's not something that is like directly going to make you stronger, but if you want to get like the Santa water, which is very powerful, you need to take attract orb, right? So, but because this game doesn't really have that, outside of like doing unlocks, there are some tomes that I'm just never ever gonna take if I'm actually trying to like be successful. Like I'm not, because there's not really any point to it. I feel like I'm always taking precision and I'm always taking a crit chance and damage or like the duplicator. Like in Vampire Survivors has the duplicator ring or whatever, which has like a cap of like you can upgrade it like 3 times, but after that it would just get too powerful. This game doesn't give a shit. It'll let you just keep leveling that up over and over and over and over again until you like have every single projectile that you throw has like 15 of them. And it feels like this is feels so overpowered. Why would I ever take the tome that raises my duration? Like, who gives a shit about duration? Like, unless you're doing that broken meta stuff where you're trying to like literally live forever. If you're just trying to do a run, it feels so much more powerful to take the projectile count or whatever. So like it does, unless I'm actively trying to do different things, I feel like it feels a little bad that like, oh, if I'm going to be successful at this game, I should take this and this and this and this, because like some of the active weapons just seem really bad. Like I don't know. At least some of them I have not been able to really like make work with. Like what's an example?
The banana.
Well, the banana can get pretty crazy. But I'm never taking like
boomerang.
It's a boomerang, but like you can increase the size of it and like your attack speed so fast that like you just become a whirling tornado of banana death. Like they're literally just surrounding you at all times. But like because of that, like I never take the rocks, which is kind of like
the rocks,
the Bible equivalent, but it never.
It's like you would just try to go for the aura instead or something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
in a way that like. It's not like Vampire Survivors. It's the most balanced thing in the world. But like here, it's like without evolutions, like I'm never going to take the rocks because the rocks are never going to evolve into something insanely powerful. So
maybe
that's
cool. Something they'll add.
And there's so much shit to unlock and it's addictive. But it's not the kind of game like after like a very long session that ends on a loss. Like it can feel like, what am I doing with my life? I need to finish Kingdom Come Deliverance too. But it's one of those.
I honestly have no idea how you found time to play 30 hours of this while also playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and I'm sure, countless other games.
I mean, this has been out for a while now, and I've been playing it for the last few weeks. But I'm saying like it feels, I don't know. It like this isn't going to win anyone's game of the year, but like it's definitely going to be like probably some people's like most played game of the year.
That's pretty cool.
And I'm still like, there's still people on the leaderboards because they have a leaderboard and a friends leaderboard, and I'm like, how are you getting up to like that kind of kill count? Like this is like a break the game kind of thing, like in Vampire Survivors. But I have not come anywhere close to feeling as powerful as I have in like Vampire Survivors in this game. It's but it's good. It's really good.
It's
Megabonk. Between the name and like the theming of the game, which is a little like corny, right? Because it's like memes and stuff, like the like the character who the aura like the garlic character from fucking
the old man
Vampire Survivors is like the old man who has garlic, right? Which is the thing that just damages things around you. The character that has that is the Mega Chad, and it's called Aura, and that's what the garlic is in this game.
He does that fucking the like
the way,
what is that dickhead's name?
It's stupid.
The Irish guy.
Oh yeah,
MMA fighter.
Yeah, the fucking that
McGregor.
asshole.
Conor
Yeah,
McGregor.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little
That's
meme. But like what does it say when you die? Like, I can have skill issue or some shit. Like it's stupid. It's
My
really stupid.
God.
But like it leans into that and it's like, you know what? You're all right. You're all right, Megabonk.
You forgive it.
But like if like I thought about this when I was playing it, and like Vampire Survivors I play so much of, but the Castlevania like one it's already themed on like Castlevania, but then they literally just got the Castlevania license and made all this Castlevania shit and has all the Castlevania music, and I'm like, oh well, this elevates it so much because I love Castlevania so much, and like I don't care.
You're a
like,
mark.
if this had like
The Mark Show.
like like the like any
This
like
motherfucker's a mark.
like the Mega Man license, and like the visuals look like Mega Man Legends, it would be the greatest game ever. But like it's stupid.
Conveniently
It's
ignored
fine
my
being
comment.
stupid, but like you know what it reminds me of? It's like why is Blizzard so fucking stupid that they haven't just taken like the Diablo 4 engine and made a Vampire Survivors like they seem so dumb that they haven't done that, because
Maybe they are doing
it's
it.
not a complex genre.
It's gonna be like a seasonal activity for an upcoming Diablo 4 season.
I think they're worried that like it would like complete like fucking Dota or something. Like it would completely overshadow any regular Diablo 4, mostly because Diablo 4 is kind of mid. But like
Fortnite Battle Royale, they're
absolutely like no one would play anything else, because like popular like this genre, when it's catches on, is like massively successful. And I'm sure this is one of the best selling games on Steam this year. So yeah.
Well, there you go.
Megabonk.
There you go. Megabonk.
It's good.
All right.
And it's cheap.
It's good. It's good and it's cheap. All right, guys.
It's also funny that like because Vampire Survivors is really like costs almost nothing, that like the clones of it also just have to be cheap. When most indie games are like $20-$30, but it's like, oh well, Vampire Survivors was $3, or I guess we got to be like $6 or something. I feel kind of bad about that, because like they could probably definitely charge more, but if you're gonna copy it, you got to copy all aspects of it.
You gotta elevate if you're gonna charge more.
Look like Diablo 4, maybe.
Yeah.
There you go. Look at that. All right. Guys, it is time to wrap up the show with the 4-player minute. Our final thoughts of the week. Brad, I know you just talked, but hit us with your final
Can mine be about Fantasy Critic? Because it's getting crazy. Like our rosters are done. Our rosters are done. So I wanna paint a picture. I'm like a couple points ahead of Ed. I know there's some tragedy on Crispy's side, but he's still waiting for. Right? Are all your games released? No, you're waiting on Skate Story. Okay.
I'm waiting on a counter pick. Skate
Story.
But right now, I'm in first
right?
or second.
Yeah.
It's
no,
between you and me right now.
You're in first, and Ed is not far behind me, but then again, you have Skate Story, which we'll see. Here's the crazy thing is, like, it's very stressful when it's very close, and I am also like winning my Super League division, and very likely winning Critics Royale this quarter. Not Derek. In fact, Derek took some bad L's, and he's not even on like the first page. But like the thing is, because all of these things are like very close, it's
Derek washed.
it's entering the territory where like I'm seeing how dirty it gets, and when at the end of the year, these sickos, these Fantasy Critic sickos, of which I am one now, I guess.
It's like, yeah, you mean yourself?
Like they're all like they're spending like all day finding every single review that never got submitted to OpenCritic, and like dropping scores by like half a point, quarter of a point, sometimes like significantly, like the fewer amount of reviews you have for a game, the more that like a random really bad score or really good score can fluctuate like the amount of points that that game earned.
That's how that works.
And everyone is trying to get a little bit ahead, especially in Super League, where not only do you advance divisions, but you can get relegated. You can get sent down a division if you're near the bottom. So everyone is trying to fight for their fucking life. So what's happening is like all these scores even from games that came out like towards the beginning of the year are like popping up. And the thing is, Ed was like primed to beat me. All our games are out. But somebody found like a couple of like Lost Records, Bloom and Rage reviews. And like they did this thing where they did episode 1 and then they did episode 2 and then they did a combined release. And that is a very low review count. And because of like the way they did it on OpenCritic, which is very controversial, it's very stupid and unfortunate. And I'm sure Chris Davis saw when his score went way down. But like someone submitted a review or two that like it shot up 5 points, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, which is what Ed countered. And that was like huge like 5-point drop for him. And that's like I had nothing to do with it, but it's because all of these games are on the rosters. Like
it's counting, we're catching strays from the fucking
strays from the sickos, because a Super League division, of which there are 6 divisions, but each division has 12 players, and each roster has 12 slots. So there are so many games that are picked up by these sickos that chances are like pretty much every game that we have on our rosters is also on the rosters of like the diehard players, and everyone is scrambling now that the rosters are full to find every little point they can get. So
the lists are going to continue to fluctuate.
It's so scummy.
It's not scummy. It's not scummy.
It'd be like playing fantasy football, and then like at the end of the season, you're going back and like reviewing plays and being like, no, that one shouldn't have been like,
no. But
that shouldn't have been a touchdown. His knee touched.
Here's the difference. These are reviews that exist that like OpenCritic is a terrible site that is run poorly, and they miss so many reviews. They have scrapers that just don't work. They like don't fucking work. So these critics aren't getting their reviews on OpenCritic. Fantasy Critic keeps OpenCritic honest. They spend so much time in their Discord saying, y'all missed this review, y'all missed this review. They like the motivations might be like they're trying to win their fantasy league, but in reality, it's fixing the OpenCritic site. There's a fucking outlet called Level Up that like they or do like an out of 10 scores, but every time the scraper grabs it from that website, it does like an 8 out of 10 as a 0.8. So like every now and then, like and every single time, and OpenCritic knows that this is happening and has to fix it every time. But because of that, a score will just go from like 85 down to like 79, like with a single review. And until that's fixed, it just stays there. Imagine being that developer and all of a sudden your score dropped that high because OpenCritic can't fix that stupid fucking glitch.
And that seems like a pretty easy, like it seems like if you were, that should be something fairly easy to fix.
It's so bad. And it's the same outlet. It happens every time. And it leads to a lot of like, crash outs on the Fans Critic Discord, but everyone knows it now because everyone's so frustrated by it. But sometimes a score will all this to say, and I will wrap this up, is that Ed was like, oh, well, Brad, you're ahead of me. I guess fucking I didn't win this time. But no, these scores are going to fluctuate a lot in the next month or the rest of the month because people are fighting tooth and nail over in the Fantasy Critic Discord.
It'll be interesting to see where all these strays leave us when it's all said and done.
It's going to be tight. But like it's so much more exciting that it's close this year because let me be honest, like the last 2 years, it wasn't even close and it got real like everyone was just kind of over it. But now, like at least between me, Ed, and Crispy, like we're in it and it's exciting and I like it this way more.
All right.
So sorry about Metroid though, Crispy. Honestly, I had pegged that at like an 88. I don't know what happened. Even with Miles, I pegged it way higher. It's critics have learned that they can disrespect
Brad, I appreciate series. And in fact, I'm sorry to you about Metroid.
Yeah, I mean, like, reality.
Who's really suffering here? All right.
The thing is, I'm like on the defensive now. I'm like, oh wait, y'all stop talking shit about my series, okay? Like, what are y'all doing? Shit.
I'm gonna play it. We'll see.
We'll see what happens next week. Crispy, what are your final thoughts for the week?
Well, my final thought this week is going to be, so when I was playing Megabonk, I was thinking about like, oh, this is really cool, and my immediate impression was like, this is like Vampire Survivor mixed with Risk of Rain 2.
Yes, everyone. When I was streaming this game, because I was streaming a lot like Thanksgiving week,
Yeah,
everyone who wasn't familiar with Megabonk would come in and say, "Yo, this is like Risk of Rain 2, huh?"
dude. And Risk of Rain 2 is a game I played a bunch of. I love it. It's a really good co-op game that I can play with my roommate and some of my other friends who have like different, like PS4s and stuff like that. And Risk of Rain 2 just came out with a new expansion called Alloyed Collective, which honestly has been super fucking sick. Like it added a whole bunch of new items to the game, new maps, a whole new like path that you can go through, a new end game path. So now like when you're doing runs, there are different portal paths you can take that go to like different bosses and resolve the story in different ways. They added a new character, which is called the Operator, which their whole thing is using drones, which drones are an upgrade you can buy in the game. You just like pay money and like you get these robots that float around and do different things. But now there's a class. They made the drones more robust. Like the drones do more shit. There's more systems that interact with them, and now there's a class that like their entire kit is just interacting with drones that you purchase. It's super fucking cool. And then they brought back a character from Risk of Rain that hadn't been in 2 yet, called the
I didn't know you
oh
played
my
the first
god.
one.
I don't know what it was fucking I didn't really play it, but I read about it. I don't remember what she's called, but the thief or the
G?
something the drifter? I don't remember, but she's just like this. She's just like this little astronaut with a bag, and she just like steals everything. And her
A
mechanics are like,
vagabond?
yeah, no, it's not that, but it's something. Um, uh, her power set, like her kit, is very reminiscent of like a uh uh Kirby or a Yoshi, where like
Ugh,
she could just like take enemies and like shove them in her backpack and then like throw them out again at other people. Like
dude.
it's really fun. She's called the Drifter. That's what it is. It's
Like the
Drifter and
Pocket
the
Dimension
Operator.
in Prince of Persia.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
crap.
carries around like a bag of holding, and she could just like grab
Fuck.
people, shove them in. She can also like spawn a whole bunch of like temporary items, which is a new thing that they added. So now like items are the main power up. Now you can get like there will be like machines or there'll be special pickups that like will give you 5 power ups, but they all only last for like 2 minutes or something, and then they go away. So like I don't know, it's really cool. It's a game I played a shit ton of that I was like, this is fun, and then I'll play it for a while and get bored. But started playing this new expansion. I played all the others. The other expansions were pretty big. This one really cool. This one's
Yeah,
a
but you
lot
have
of
to
fun.
aim though, right? You have to aim.
Yeah, but I mean, it depends on who you're playing. There are several like sniper characters. Like there's one who her whole thing's a bow. There's a rail gunner who is like absolutely a sniper. But then there's other people. Like my favorite is the bandit, and he's like a fucking cowboy with a shotgun and like a knife. And like he's so sick. He has one ability that you really kind of have to aim, but it's pretty forgiving on it, where like you build up a bunch of charge by like killing enemies, and then you can just like he'll pull out a pistol and do like a quick draw for like a shit ton of damage, and it never doesn't feel like the coolest thing you've ever done every time you kill somebody with it. It's so cool. Yeah, dude, I don't know, this game's sick. I think if you're looking for a game to play cooperatively with friends, this is like one of my favorites. It's sick.
Nice.
But imagine if
Yeah.
Bungie made Destiny Risk of Rain.
Dude,
Yeah.
a new Bungie expansion came out this week.
Oh, that's
It's the
Star Wars
Star
one,
Wars
right?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm really, really conflicted with myself. I could spend $60 and buy the
Oh
the
no.
last Bungie expansion and the current one and catch up with Destiny 2, or I could buy Metroid Prime 4.
Don't
And
do
I
it,
don't
Crispy.
know.
Don't
I
pick.
don't
Please,
know what to do.
Choose
please
the
buy
right
Metroid.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know because it sounds like they're both kind of on the same level. Like,
shut the fuck up.
I don't know, man. You get a lightsaber in Destiny now. Like,
You're making
I don't
Brett
know,
cringe
man.
so hard right now.
I don't know, man.
But you get a light cycle in Metroid.
Oh yeah, from beloved sci-fi franchise Tron. Tron. If you're like a Tron fan, it is because you're a mark. It is because you're a dupe. Like,
no one's a Tron. Jeff Gerstmann is the only Tron fan.
I actually have a coworker who is a Tron fan.
There are dozens.
He probably just likes the soundtrack of the sequel or something. I mean,
no, he's actually really.
You have to be really old to like.
He's actually really into like motorcycles and shit.
What is there for him to be into?
He's a big motorcycle person. So.
It's not real.
Like my dad would watch the original Tron, and I'd be like, "Man, I looked up to you."
Dude, I remember hearing about like what a revolutionary movie that was, and the original Tron is just like really kind of boring.
It is.
I'm sorry.
So boring. It's so boring.
I'm sorry. It sucks.
I could never sit down and watch Tron because it's
all right.
So boring.
Let's hand it over to Chris Davis now for his controversial thought of the week.
Dude,
controversial thought.
The sequel to Tron was boring.
Tron Legacy is boring as shit. I went and saw that alone in a theater like the week of Christmas.
The one with Olivia Wilde?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And Daft Punk when they were still Daft Punk.
Daft Punk was pretty cool.
Too bad the music was alright though.
Yeah, the music's always all right. Anyways.
Yeah.
Chris Davis.
My final thought is that I have inadvertently been working against actually playing video games. Had a really nice Friendsgiving over the weekend. Made a prime rib and it was fucking awesome. And I watched through all of Freerun, which was really awesome.
Sorry, what?
Freerun. Beyond Journey's End.
Beyond Journey's End.
What the fuck
is that? An anime?
It's an anime.
It's an anime.
Yeah,
it's the elf grandma anime that
the elf grandma anime.
Controversial on Twitter, but we don't have to get into it.
I've been watching the Chair
I don't know
Company.
about that.
Dude, I am caught up on the Chair Company, and that shit is insane. I think everyone should watch that.
Dude, Malia despises Tim Robinson, but like, I got her, dude. She's like clicking next episode. I don't know why.
Did you watch the newest one from last week?
No.
Y'all are robbing Chris Davis of his 4-player minute.
Sorry. I thought he was
Carry on, Chris Davis. No,
you walk all over me again, like you always fucking do.
You talked about Friendsgiving. I don't know. You seemed to.
Yeah, it's my minute to talk. Other than when the dog wants to say hi. No, it's
the snoring dog.
Yeah, that is very much awake now. That's okay though. I mean, I just, you know what? I'm derailed. I had a good weekend. I'm going to play more stuff. And what I talk about next week is going to be a game you're going to have no fucking idea why I'm playing it or how we somehow missed it.
Oh, these are always good. It's like trying to figure out what Chris Davis.
This is a game we missed?
Yes.
From this year?
Yes.
Like nobody here has played it.
Your brand just playing stuff that doesn't make sense. So I'm curious now.
It's either Mafia: The Old Country.
Nope.
No.
Chronos: New Dawn.
No.
Talking about a game that nobody in the site has played.
It's something
I haven't played either one of those, and I'm the only one who would.
It's something that like doesn't seem like something we'd play or you'd play. It doesn't seem like something you'd play.
We'll find out.
Can you give us a hint?
Are we gonna like be so bored by what you're gonna say, or are we?
Hopefully not. I mean, otherwise it would have been a waste of $40.
Oh, you
$40.
bought it too?
That's our.
Remember when you bought that?
Did you buy it on Steam?
No.
Damn
PS5.
it.
He bought it on his Xbox.
That would have been easy to
My
like.
PS5. I have not bought a single Xbox product in 6 months, man. Get off my dick.
Just please, God, don't let it be like Call of Duty or something, please.
No.
Okay.
No.
Right.
I want to play Blob 7,
not.
but I'm not spending $80 fucking dollars on that shit just for the campaign. No.
I'm gonna figure out what it is.
Do it. You're not gonna be able to guess.
You think so?
I look forward to figuring out what that is.
I'm like not stupid.
I know
it's
you're
not Lumines because Brad played Lumines.
No.
That's
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Figure it out.
Anything else you would like to add, Chris Davis?
No, go.
I'll just say that I have been playing catch up. I finally dove back into Ghost of Yote over the weekend, and I put a significant amount of time into that.
Where you
I
at?
obviously started Hell Is Us. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but I just met a character that was kind of a twist.
Did you go north towards the Oni, or did you go for the Kitsune first?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I just met a character that I thought was dead. So
Okay, so you went
I'll
for the
leave it at
Oni.
that.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Yes, the fire dude. Yes,
Yeah.
Oni.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm still really enjoying it. I'm going to keep going with it. It's such a tight year though. Like it's like, you know, at this point I have like 3 or 4 slots left in my top 10 and I'm like, "Oh fuck, it's going to be tough, man. I've played so many good games this year." And I'm playing Dying Light the Beast, and I'm almost 30 hours into that. And let me tell you guys, it's the best Dying Light they've ever made. I think Dying Light the Beast is like the one.
Have you found
Which I didn't
the hook shot?
Is there a hook shot in the
There
Beast?
better be.
Because I haven't found it yet. But even without the hook shot, man, the world is just is super well constructed, and it's nailing all the things the first game did right, and like just dialing that shit in. Like going out in the world and exploring just feels so organic and tense. And let me tell you, I got stuck in a warehouse when night fell, and I got so freaked out that I just locked myself in a room and like hunkered down in the corner and waited for the sun to rise because I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm 30 hours in and I'm still terrified of going out at night.
The
I try to avoid it
nightmare
at all
monsters
costs.
are actually good this time around.
Yes, all the
Okay.
volatiles stuff and
Volatiles,
the hives
yeah.
and the nests. Yeah, they're all back and they're really good, and they've added a bunch of different some new enemy types which are really cool, and like the actual like mechanic of like turning into the beast and like tearing things apart is really fucking cool. And the parkour is just like, oh man, like we I'm getting to that point now where it's like everything is just like fucking firing on all cylinders, and I'm like running through the streets and diving through windows and like, you know, oh man, it just feels so good when you're moving smoothly in that game, and man, I fucking love it.
Davis,
yeah,
is this
on top of
$40
that,
game $40 like on sale?
Yes.
you mean the Beast?
Like, what is the MSRP?
Oh god damn it, Brad, you are killing. You're killing me.
Well, you said Dying Light's hype. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I thought you were done with.
But you did anyways. I hate you so much.
No, you said it. You wrapped it up.
He was still going.
Brad, what is with
No,
you and thinking everybody's done? I hate you so much. Oh my god.
You were done with your blurb on Dying Light. But go ahead. Continue.
Sure. I guess I was. Thanks for listening, guys. Brad's gonna continue to try and solve the mystery of whether the fuck Chris Davis is playing. Next week we'll have Metroid.
PlayStation.
Oh my god, Brad,
Who
can
could
I get this outro out before you have a fucking meltdown?
Yeah, I thought you kicked it back to me. Sorry, go ahead.
No, this is me trying to close out the show. Guys, we'll catch you next week. We'll have Metroid Prime 4. We'll have Routine to talk about. Maybe some Seance of Blake Manor. I don't know. It's going to be a good week next week, I think. So tune in. We'll be back on Thursday night, 8 p.m. for Trailer Talk and another episode of the show. Thanks for listening. As always, you can find all of our episodes on your preferred podcast service. But most importantly, be sure to join us in Discord at discord.gg/4Player. That's where you can hang out with the community, talk with us, and just, have a good time talking with like-minded individuals. We'll see you next week. In the meantime, be good to each other, play video games, and good night.